So that was very hard to watch, and in the midst of that melee was Miss Ashanti Smith, and what we saw was her striking a woman, but we don't know what led up to that, and many of us don't know what happened after that. So, Ms. Smith, thank you and welcome to Win TV.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm glad to meet you and speak to you.
How are you doing today?
I'm trying to take it day by day. Just watching that again, it kind of has my emotions all over the place because it does hurt to actually watch it.
I don't know if you take a boxing class, but let me know where you go because I might want to get in that class too. But having said that, and I don't mean to take that lightly, but tell me what led to that punch? I mean, first of all, before we go there, everyone in the district knew, based on warnings by our mayor, not to go downtown, not to leave our homes. How did you end up? Where was this on Black Lives Matter Plaza, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you end up there on that day after all the warnings?
I actually work in the area as a SPO, a special police officer. I do security in the area. So I was on break at the time that this actually happened.
And what caused you to just want to venture out into this crowd?
I normally do it on my break. I just go out for a fresh breath air, and I encountered the protesters and I encountered this situation. So.
And what led to this altercation?
I was initially approached by Miss Annie Lorenz, and that's the person that received an assault charge on me. She approached me and she asked to be my friend. I seen that her and her friends were heavily intoxicated. She offered me a drink and she just kept asking to be my friend. She then proceeded to ask me who I was there with. I was confused what she was asking as far as, am I here by myself or my political views? I told her I was there by myself. She asked if I was with Trump. I said no. She said, so you're with Biden? I said no. I feel as though we're doomed either way. So she said, you're Antifa. During that time, it was a large crowd screaming and chanting F Antifa. I wasn't aware of what she was calling me. At that time, I was on Instagram Live on my phone. So I questioned and asked her what was an Antifa. She wouldn't tell me what it was. That crowd proceeded to storm the police barricade. I started to walk off and away from them, trying to go to the other side of the barricade for protection. At that time, they started screaming racial slurs, saying, hang the N, hang the NB, all of them deserve to die, kill them, we should kill her. They began to try to take off my mask when I requested them to stop following me or getting in my personal space because due to COVID. So they tried to snatch my mask off of my face. They tried to take my phone out of my hand. They tried to take my keys and my other phone out of my pocket. I didn't know if they were trying to rob me. I did question them, were they trying to rob me? When I was trying to protect my phone or defending her from taking my phone, the other gentleman that is seen trying to hit me once I defend myself against her, he was actually already assaulting me prior to that incident. So the police had wound up seeing this. They pulled me to the barricade and told me to stand by until the crowd walked away. Once they felt as though that it was okay for me to leave, I left. This same crowd literally targeted me and surrounded me with more people. I was pulled from different directions, my clothing. I was assaulted from different people. I was yelled at with racial slurs. They're still trying to pull my mask down. They're just saying, screaming everything at me. And someone had actually spit on me moments before the video that you all are seeing. And a lot of people don't realize that that is my second encounter with this group of people. So I defended myself as self-defense as she's grabbing my mask. I'm trying to walk away. They kept centering and closing on me. They would not allow me to leave. So I defended myself with one punch. I did not want anybody to think I was down there as an aggressor or anything of that nature. And I do not promote violence, but I am against hate crimes. So I hit once and I stepped away from the crowd and tried to back away out of the situation. I was then hit from one of the people that were with her, and dragged to the police line by 3 gentlemen. I was then assaulted by her sister while I'm being pulled through the police barricade. I then get maced and escorted behind the police line. One of the police officers demanded that I left from behind the police barricade. He said that I could not stay there. Other officers told him that it was okay for me to stay there. I couldn't see. I lost one of my shoes, but he demanded that I left. So I had to leave back and walk back to work with no vision, one shoe missing, back into the same crowd that just assaulted me. I didn't have a police escort, and he just pretty much had no moral support or anything, not even moral. He didn't have any regard for my safety at all. I had to walk back to work. I went to work. I cleaned myself up because I was heavily drenched by the pepper spray. Less than an hour later, I got off. I asked the first police barricade if they knew where my belongings were. They said it was okay for me to go get my belongings. Once I did get to where the barricade was, where this incident happened, they told me that I was a victim of a hate crime, and they asked for my information. There were multiple officers around that confirmed my information and everything that I was telling the detective. Less than 5 minutes after I gave him my story, I was placed under arrest without being read my rights. And I was just told that I was on video. I didn't even see the video, but I was told I was on video, and I was arrested for assault.
And what about the assault charge against the woman? Is she still facing an assault charge as well?
So the woman that actually attacked me once I'm being pulled behind the police barricade, she got charged for assault against me. The woman that I am hitting or seen hitting in self-defense in the video, I got an assault charge against her. I don't believe that she has been charged, or the other gentleman that is seen hitting me as the video is going.
So I'm sorry that this happened to you. Were you in uniform?
I was in uniform when the situation first happened. Yes, ma'am. I was in uniform. When I went back and I was placed under arrest, I was not in uniform because I had to change my clothing just due to having so much pepper spray on everything.
So clearly, you know, this blue line that they talk about didn't apply to you as a Black person, a security officer. You don't have the same protections and a Black woman as well don't have the same protections. I mean, what's happened since then now? I understand that, you know, you've been out, you've gotten quite a bit of support. You lost your job. Is that the case as well?
I have currently just been told that I'm suspended pending investigation without pay. So I have started a GoFundMe, and my GoFundMe is for legal fees and just to keep me afloat while I'm unemployed and not receiving an income.
I mean, how are you? I asked you earlier how you're feeling, and you were responding basically to the video. But emotionally, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Emotionally, it's been a lot. It's hard to kind of eat and sleep. All of the support that I am getting is helping me push through because I now see that it's not just my fight and it's bigger than me at this point. I have received threats via social media, emails, on my cell phone. I'm not sure how they got my cell phone number, but I have been receiving threats. My PR, my lawyer have told me to kind of stay off of social media. They've been taking over. So I'm not sure how many I have got, but I have seen some personally. And I'm in fear for my life. I don't know who is actually there to support me, who may be out to harm me. So that's what's my mental is all over.
Yeah,
Trying
yeah.
to
You know, there's conversation now about, you know, one, the city has been locked down. They've got all these, you know, everybody all around blocking the Capitol and neighborhoods around the Capitol. But I'm wondering, you know, how Black folks in general are feeling about this. I don't know if you talk to folks. I don't know if they are taking your incident seriously, or personally, and whether people in this community, because there's some reports that this, you know, may become a race war, which I'm not sure what that means. But you're in the midst of it. You got a chance to hear some of the words that people used against you. What is your feeling about where we are right now, and compared to where it was before that day?
I think before that day, it was already like extremely disturbing just how a lot of people react to certain situations. And a lot of people don't really, they're just trained or raised in the wrong mindset. So just experiencing it myself and, being growing up listening to how our people were already treated, and just to experience it myself, it was very devastating. So I don't know how else to explain it, but it is it's just disturbing to actually go through it and still people having to go through this issue years later.
And I understand, and that's why I thought I would ask, because it's almost like history repeating itself, and this kind of danger doesn't sort of protect anybody, whether they're male, female, even a child, because a lot of them had their children out there with them on that day, which was astonishing.
Yeah. I would definitely want to say I want everybody to be safe and just be protected and just go about things the right way. Don't go out looking for issues. Don't go out looking for violence, because that's what they're expecting from us. We have to change the whole narrative on how they're looking at us. We don't want to seem how they just judge us. We need to show them better. So don't respond to them with violence. Don't give them what they want. Make sure you're protecting yourself. Make sure you're staying safe in the correct way.
Shanti, I'm so glad. Those are some great closing words, and I think a great message to our viewers. Um, we've posted your GoFundMe page. We will be following your story. Our door is always open to you. We hope that this turns out well for you, and that you can kick hopefully that security job to the curb and go on and do some greater things, because evidently there's a calling for you. So I just want to thank you for being with us.
I thank you for the opportunity to speak to you and to everyone. And I appreciate all the love and support from everyone. I greatly appreciate it.
All right. You take care.
Thank you. You as well.
All righty.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.